Hi, welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk about having a little micro camper. It's kind of a follow-on to the one that I did the other week about why I chose a small camper. But in this one I want to talk about space and storage space and how creative you've got to be, and how creative I actually was for actually doing this. I mean, first of all, if you don't know me, basically I converted this Peugeot Partner into a little camper a few years ago myself, and I did it on different designs. I'd looked at other people's and all that kind of stuff, and the main, first of all, bit is the bench. Is you've got an L shape going, you've got one section here and one section there, and then that's the main thing. Now recently I've put a diesel heater in here, but I've got a toilet in there, and then I've got a little bit for clothes because this is only for 1 or 2 nights, and in that one is all the bedding, and there's the electrics as well because there is a leisure battery and everything else in this one. But so that's your main storage. Originally this car did have, you know, a pull down storage bit here. Now I actually took that out. I was umming and ahhing about keeping it because it would give me more storage, but then in the end it was to give me more headroom, you know, because, you know, there's normally just me in here, but sometimes the missus comes, so if one wants to sit this side and one wants to sit that side, you know, this way, you couldn't. So I removed a little bit of storage, you know, which then I've had to get that back somewhere. So I'll grab you and I'll show you some of the things around here. Wait. I mean, the one main thing is you've got this, which is your kitchen unit. You can see my cooker's out at the moment because I've just had a drink. So I've got this, which basically that's just a little cubby hole with junk in, as you can see. So you've got a little bit of storage. Now that it was designed so it is actually level with the bed that comes across. And then we've got just the storage then for the kettle and the plates and cups and everything else and stuff like that. And then in this one is like the food. It's not stocked up because I'm just throwing a day out, but as you can see we've got that storage as well. So that's the one main thing. That's where your kitchen unit and everything else is. Right, join me inside. It was getting a bit nippy out there. Right, again with this car you've got like, well, oops, that's falling out, but you've got some little cubby holes at the top here. You've got one this side. These are the vents. These actually bring supposedly, and they do work, warmer air from the front to the back when it was a vehicle. Now you've got the one cubby hole there. Now I keep all my electric stuff and, you know, everything else in there, and chargers and bits and pieces. Now this side I did actually cut out. So again, I could have left it with a little bit more storage by keeping that in, but I find this, again, if there's two or you just want something, just let me move all this stuff out of the way. That is the one disadvantage though, is being a small space. You have to just move things around, and especially with me, I've got all my photography equipment, so there's a lot of that. So yeah, but yeah, so like I say, if I wanted now to sit in the corner, I can sit in the corner. I mean, I'm not sitting right, but I can sit in this corner, and then someone else can sit at the back there, like where, just above where I was sitting earlier. So like I say, you've got to, like I say, you've still got this little storage here. So again, that's a little bit. You've got your kitchen unit there, like I've explained, and you've got your main storage here. But then again, because this was a car, just here was like the footwell of where you'd put your feet when it was the car. And in these cars you've got then, even below that, you've still got some little cubby holes. So down there I can shove all sorts of things. So I keep my water. I've got 2 litre bottles of water, and then I decant that into 500ml bottles to keep into my kitchen unit here, because one of those will give me 2 cups of tea or coffee or whatever. So that's brilliant for that. So the spare water's under there, but then again I can hide things in there as well. So you've got that little bit more storage, you know, under there. And so again, it depends on what you do and what you want. You've got that storage. So you've got that down there. So again, you've got to be creative. Now I could have took that out so it went down and you could have accessed it from here, but it extended the floor all over. It was just the design that I chose. I probably should have done it better, but again, in here I've got the leisure battery, which is in that corner, and all the electrics to drive the lighting, solar panel, diesel heater and electric blanket and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, so you've got those. Again, let's grab you. I mean, again, you've still got the little side pockets there. They don't hold that much really, so just a bag or two and stuff like that. I mean, again, this is where different vehicles have different storage. I mean, up here as well, yeah, just above your front windscreen, you've got a little bit of storage here. So like up here, this is like the Misc's side if she ever comes away, which she doesn't really, but that's another thing. You've got like vanity bag, you know, soap, showers and stuff like that. So you've got one that side, you've got it there as well, and then in the middle you've got one up here as well. So that gives you again a bit more storage. So I keep it up there like a spare like hoodie, you know, jumper thing. So if it's ever cold, I've always got one up there, and I keep a spare camera up there as well. And then I've got my deodorant, shaver and all that kind of stuff up there. And then again with this one, I'll show you down here, and as well you've got your front pockets. I mean, these just about fit a bottle of pop in there, so that's okay. Again, it's like a normal car, you've got what you need in here. But in this corner here as well, you've got like the wheel arch, right around by the wheel arch. Now in this vehicle, that side I just left as is, but this side I actually cut the metal away. It's where the tyre iron and the jack goes, but I've actually took those out. Well, they're still actually in there, but then there was space, so I've been able to get jump leads and everything else. I've just expanded the space a little bit, and on that side I've just made it go in a little bit further so I can actually put my pots and pans. Yeah, I've got one of those like little ridge monkeys. Now that goes right in the corner. Within there I've had to be very creative about how I actually do the stuff and build the shelves, so it gives me the maximum amount of space for what I actually need in here. So we've gone through the back here. Up there, like I say, what I've done is I built a little shelf here that holds like the tea, coffee, sugar, fake milk thing, because that's what I have, and then all my main cutlery is actually up here. And this is just a stand, and I use it for my tablet to watch TV. And that's one little thing, is you can just use the space available to do different things. And if you can see there, I've used the end of that to hold the kitchen roll as well, so that works absolutely perfect. And when that's up, that stops all of that from falling when driving. And again, that's at a slight angle like that, so it doesn't go, and you've got it there. Again, I took out even not just the actual bit that was the storage there, and this has all been re-insulated and recarpeted. And I mean, that's the thing, dependent on the design of the vehicle. Now, like I say, this is a Peugeot Partner, it's 2003, 2004, so dependent on the design, I mean, this is the same as a Berlingo, but you will have different storage and everything else, and that's the one thing, you just got to make use of whatever storage. Do it how you want. Like I say, for me, this is just, like I say, for 1 or 2 nights, so the amount of space I actually have in here is absolutely perfect, other than still in my big bag, like camera bag and that, you know. But then that goes down the side here. I mean, down in the footwell there, I mean, I've just traipsed in dirt, but down in the footwell there, I have my bag, and what I do for getting ready in the morning, I also have my actual clothes ready down in this corner, so it's easier to get out my shoes underneath. But again, going into the front, now this is the same as really any vehicle. You've got your glove box there. I've just got an old camera bag down there just to give me a little bit more storage. And then if I bring you back here, I'll probably show you from the front, but this is a core bag, and then I've got, like, you know, me just cool stuff and everything else in there. So I mean, as you can see, you've still got a fair bit of storage, even though it is a small vehicle. And I mean, like I say, yes, having a bigger vehicle means more space, but then at the end of the day, you may fill it up with more stuff. For, again, like I said in the other video, having a small camper is absolutely great if it's just 1 or 2 nights. I mean, I can fit down there for clothes. I've got a backpack, and, you know, I always keep a spare pair of clothes and everything else in here, even though if I'm not going away, it's just then in case I decide to the one morning. And I mean, that's what I'll talk about in another video, is how you keep yourself clean and, you know, cleanliness in a small vehicle like this, because you've got no shower, you haven't got running hot water. So we'll talk about that in another video. So again, give it a like. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, because it does help me. So it does make the channel grow a little bit, and as well, you know, it gives me more incentive to do these kind of little videos. So like I say, having a small camper, you don't really have to sacrifice. You just got to be just a bit creative with the way you design it. Yes, if you're buying one that's already converted, it may suit exactly what you need, but again, you can modify. Anybody that's even could have got a little bit of knowledge of DIY can put a little extra shelf in or whatever and stuff like that. Yes, I hope you've liked this little video explaining about the way I dealt with storage. I mean, some people may say, yeah, taking out that and that was stupid because it gives you more storage, but realistically, it does, but then it's given me more space, which then suits me. And that's the thing with a camper van, or really anything, whether it's your home or a camper van. What suits one person doesn't suit someone else. So yeah, I may do it one way, but someone else may do it another, but that's actually fine, because each to their own, as they say. So again, thank you for watching this little video. And the next one I think I'm going to do is the disadvantages of having a small little camper. And you know, because I am looking at a bigger one this year, not too big, just a little bit bigger than this, I think, like Mercedes Vito size. So anyway, I'm starting to ramble anyway, and so again, thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. See you in the next one. Bye. Let's make sure it's recording. Oh, I don't know if you can see me because I'm trying to get the camera, but in the storage in this vehicle, you know, because like I say, it does me. So, you know, if you please, you know, yeah, that thing, deodorant.